Welcome back to the channel. Let's fire up the ATM station and do some betting. So yesterday I got in a lot of wagers, and now we've got this really nice summary for the day. It's fantastic. I ended up almost $50 on 58 bets. My EV percentage was terrible. It's not terrible, but it's not what I was hoping for. My CLV is not where I want it to be as well, but at least it's positive. I will say this: so looks like this is basically variance that got me to where I am, where I got to, and college basketball was definitely the driver. Had a great day in college basketball. Uh, yeah, this summary wager history is great. The only thing I need to do now is just my cumulative results. I'll still keep on a spreadsheet until they get the cumulative stuff built in. I did have some negative CLV, a lot actually, but overall, so I mean, maybe it was luck, whatever you want to call it. I'll take it. $44 on college basketball. The burr in my saddle continues to be Bet Rivers. I ended up on 7 bets. I ended up 3-4 and lost $6. One of the things I noticed though, so when you look at this CLV, this is the weighted CLV. Part of the problem was if we go to negative, let's see. So what drove my negative CLV? Well, there was a number of plays. Isaiah Hill, it actually won that bet. The Sooners was a terrible, terrible bet, and it lost. Luckily, I was hedging on that one. Air Force was awful, god awful bet. Lehigh was god awful. But I want to show you this. So I bet Scoot Henderson PRA over in the morning, and what happened was they about 8 o'clock last night, an hour before game time, they announced that he was going to have limited minutes. So that's a negative 44 ELV closing line value. That's a negative 44 CLV. That I mean, what can you do about that other than try to review an hour before game time injury reports or that type of thing? I mean, I have so many bets. I mean, that's one of those things. If I'd have known about it, I would have hedged out of it. Luckily, I didn't put a whole lot on that one. I must have had some kind of sense because I went under my bet average for that one. But overall, I can't complain. So let's go ahead and go to the weightings. I'm going to go 2.75 Caesars and 0.5 for Bet Rivers. $33 results. Let's trim it down a little bit. 1.5. I'm going to take this down to 200. All right, so we got Sean Coutier. Points on goal, shots on goal, under 2.5. We got the over as a heavy dog play, but Bet Rivers is your only sharp book here. I don't trust either one, honestly, so that's a pass. I'm not going to bet anything with Bet Rivers. It's the only sharp book. I'm just using it to as an additional no vig line weighting is why I added it. So let's see this one. This is another shots on goal over with a thin, basically no sharp book bass. First period Vegas Golden Knights minus a half against Calgary. I'm kind of surprised this is such a heavy dog play. So Caesars would be the sharp book here. All right. So far, nothing. Donovan Klingen. This is Xavier and Yukon. Okay, we got Bet Online and Caesars over 7.5 rebounds. Donovan Klingen. 4% play. I guess we don't have a pinnacle. I like to look at the both sides of the alt line just to see where there's other movement. So if you do just Bet Online, it's a strong play. I don't like I don't like to bet on college kids and overs, but I will look at it just real quick. UConn rebounds, so he's averaging 8. Yeah. See, that's what concerns me. He gets 7 and you lose by the hook, but before that he got 2. So he's 2 and 3 to the over, 3 and 3, 3 and 5. Basically, it kind of looks like kind of a coin flip at best. I'll bet it. I'm not going to put a lot on it though. I'm just going to put a couple bucks on that. Xavier. I mean, he's got a basically 50-50 chance he's going to get that. So, and it's 54% probability. I mean, it's worth a shot. I'd rather go under, honestly. Can't type. The under was plus money, too. All right, Knicks and Trailblazers. Josh Hart steals. I don't mind betting on one steal. I don't like to bet 2, and it's an over. I'm passing. Isaiah Hart points. Hartenstein points under. Once again, we only have Bet Rivers as the sharp book. Let's see if there's a 6. So Bet Online and Caesars have moved to 6.5. So I don't think if you have tab, you could bet this. This is a pass for me. Dante DaVincio rebounds under 3.5. Again, no sharp book unless they move to 4.5. Yeah, 4.5. Bet Online's at 4.5 in the under. There's a small EV on DraftKings for this under. Um, I mean, the fair odds, no big odds is 137. I just don't think there's enough there. I'm going to pass. The Knicks minus 16.5 at Portland? I don't think so. Yeah. All right. Not finding much at this point. Jalen Green rebounds under. Here we got Bet Online and Bet Rivers. Uh, I don't know. This feels like an early line. This looks like Bet Online. Just there's no. Well, they have moved though. Bet Online moved from plus money to minus 112. So maybe they are early to the move here. And Pinnacle. Okay, so there's your Pinnacle line. They're at 6.5 on the under. I'd rather have 6.5. God damn it, same bird. Fuck. Need to, I don't even see him. I wish I could. He's only gone over once in 5 games. Why is Pinnacle at 6.5? You know what? I'm gonna, even though this doesn't have EV on it, I'm gonna go to Caesars and bet this. I lean to the obviously I lean to the favorite plays when I can get them. I'm just trying to be a little bit more conservative. So this is Washington. Uh, Player rebounds. Jalen Green. So I can get a 6.5 at minus 145. I think that's right. No, Bet Rivers, not Caesars. Oh well. Let's refresh. This is preseason baseball. Oakland A's. Oakland A's Stadium, the new stadium in Vegas, is going to be nice. There's nothing here. Yeah, it's preseason. I'm not going to scrutinize that. The Kraken. Washington's heading to Seattle. First period. I do like first periods to play those when there's some, but there's nothing here. So, what about one? Yeah, it's nothing. Over 6.5. Nothing. Well, there's a little bit there. Not enough for me to play it. I don't. We also don't have. There's no Bet Online or Pinnacle. Yeah. Royals preseason. I'll look at it real quick. Pinnacle is favoring Arizona, so pretty much the market is in alignment. But moving to Kansas City, the line movement. So Pinnacle started at plus 128. Now it's 103. Yeah, there's no. I mean, this is just a coin flip. Uh, Josh Giddey rebounds. Bet Online has a strong opinion on this. They have moved sharply to 119. No big odds 103. So Bovada would be the place to bet this. Caesars. So this is under 6.5. Wonder what's 7.5. I don't think I've done too well. Let me look at Pickett real quick. I'm thinking that Giddey. I know somebody. I can tell you somebody. I'm not gonna. Yeah, Josh Giddey is. I've only won. I've not done well with Josh Giddey. In fact, the last time I bet his under 6.5 rebounds and lost twice. Oh, and I'm 0-2. Pass. I'll tell you somebody else I'm not betting. I don't care what it is Kaminga. That motherfucker. I'm wrong. No matter where the EV is, I'm on the wrong side. I've lost $30 on 6 plays betting that fucker. Shea Gillis. Well, Shea Gillis is a machine. There's no EV here. Let's see. And there's no sharp, but well, bet online's at 30. See, and Caesars is at. Yeah, this is an evolving line. I think I'm gonna pass. All right, Bethune Cookman at Southern under 129 and a hook at DraftKings. But again, we've only got Bet Rivers to base it on. 130, there's nothing. 135, 130 and a hook. Pass. Although I do think it's going to go under. Probably not a bad bet, but it's no EV on it. Well, there's EV on it, 2.7%. Uh, Same deal. This is a classic coin flip. The game don't tip off till 8:30. I'm gonna wait, see where the line goes. Dylan Brooks points. So now we got Bet Online basically with even odds. So we've got Unibet and Bet Rivers. Unibet and Bet Rivers is together. They always will be. Caesars is offering only a one-sided line. There's your Pinnacle's at 13.5 and Caesars. The question is, will Pinnacle go to 14.5 today? There's no line movement. So he's at home against the Wizards. Wizards suck. He should roll. 13.5. The last 10 he hasn't hit it. Nah. He's only hit it 1 out of 5 times. This is an early line. I'm going to pass. Tyus Jones. So this is a crossover. I like these where the EV is crossed over the no vig. And we have Bet Online and Pinnacle together. Caesars and Bet Rivers is in and around the no vig odds. This is a bet. DraftKings, go get it. Let's get on this one. DraftKings. Definitely betting this one. Tyus Jones, Wizards. This is assists to the under. Under 8.5. Denny Avija. So we've got Pinnacle and Bet Online over here favoring the under. And we've got a play at Caesars on this one, plus money. Bet Online was at plus money that went to minus 132 and then moved back a little bit. Yep, I'm betting it. Caesars. Washington Wizards. This is rebounds. I played at the recommended amount. Once I get through baseball, I'm gonna up everything. This first 3 months was just to see how well I do. Well, bottom line is how well I do, and I want to get through baseball. But based on the first 3 months, I'm going to start upping things here as far as bet sizing and investing in bets and that kind of thing because I've done well. Sydney Roosters at Manly. What the fuck? The Warha Sea Eagles. Who knows? My better half works for somebody from Australia. I'd ask him about this. The Sydney Roosters. This is Sunday. Pinnacle's kind of driving this line. We've got DraftKings moving in this direction, but Not as much. They haven't crossed over the no vig odds. This is a favorite play. I'll bet this. DraftKings. I like the line movement. I have no idea how to. I'm gonna have to search for this. Sydney. Uh, Here we go. Sydney, the Roosters. Okay. Here we've got Villanova at Marquette. Villanova barely squeaked by DePaul yesterday in what turned out to be a rock fight. Pinnacle's hanging at 134. So we got Novig odds 119. This is a play at BetMGM. It's an under, and I'm going to bet it because Villanova. Well, first of all, Villanova. I mean, after what they did with DePaul yesterday, now they're going up in competition with Marquette. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to bet this. I think Villanova is going to get blown out personally, and it'll go unders because Villanova can't score. But we'll see. Um, I wish we had PGA. So I think we are going to be getting some golf on here because there's a boost promotion on here. It's a no, it's not a parlay. All right, Villanova 8:30. May have to search for this one. Let me just search for it. A lot of games today. Under 143 and a hook, minus 110. I'm on it. It's college basketball, so I won't bet full beans on it. But I like it a lot. Marquette minus 3.5. So you can see if you have any action on the game, it'll show at the top. It also shows at the bottom. I like the way it shows at the top just to make sure I don't double bet things. Uh, this is another Pinnacle line. It's not. There's no EV here. I'm gonna wait on that one. Under 138, Duquesne and Dayton. Pinnacles at. Once again, this is a Pinnacle at BetMGM. Yeah, I'm gonna bet this. Sure. Duquesne. This is at 6:30. We'll just go. We'll do a quick and up. Dayton under 138 and a hook. treading lightly on college. Washington State, Stanford. Man, Stanford blew out. I had the other side of that Stanford game yesterday, and Stanford shocked me that they blew him out against Cal. Cal didn't even show up for that game. There's no EV here. It's 7.5. The market's at, well, there's nothing. This is nothing. All right, pass. Steals, I'm not bet that. Arkansas Razorbacks at South Carolina. Now, Arkansas went to overtime yesterday, and the total flew over. I think South Carolina will definitely tighten them up as far as the total. It still could go over, though. Surprised South Carolina's such a big favorite in this game. I'm kind of leaning Arkansas. Pinnacle minus 131 to the under. This is another BetMGM. I'm going to bet it. And I got geese flying overhead. Under 144. I've done pretty well at BetMGM. I'm not as confident about this play. I'm gonna take it down a little bit. But I do like unders. Tijuana, this soccer. Oh, I'm already on Tijuana no bet, so I don't need to double up on that one. This is Spanish soccer. Zaragoza. Pinnacle's way over here. There's not enough EV to mess with that. UT Arlington and Stephen F. Austin. Boy, what a rock fight last night Stephen F. Austin was. My crookie. Yeah, I'm going to pass on that one. Ottawa Senators and Columbus Blue Jackets. Problem is these my bookie lines are probably stale. Yeah, I'm sure that's a stale line. Cal Baptist at Seattle. Yeah, there's not enough here to. I'm going to pass on this one. I'm going to hold off, see where the lines go. Nurkic rebounds under 11.5. There we go. This is what these are classic plays. You got your bet online and Pinnacle way over here to the right. I mean, the market basically agrees that the under's the play. It's just Caesars and BetMGM hasn't moved enough. So I am going to bet this without hesitation. Caesars, Phoenix, Nurkic. So they're at the Celtics. Rebounds, under 11 and a hook, minus 129. All right. Nikita Kucherov. He's another one that I can't get right. Well, there's no EV on it anyway, and it is it's an, I think, well, it is under. Let me look at it again. It's almost an EV play. The question is, where's if you're going to anticipate line movement to the under? Shots on goal. Was it shots on goal under 3.5? I really like that. You know what? There's no EV on this, but I'm going to bet it. FanDuel. Ah, fuck. All right, guys. I'm going to get this bet in, and that'll be it. I don't think there's a lot there after this one. So appreciate you watching. And if you like what you see, I would definitely recommend going to A Train Station. I'll put a link in the description box. And appreciate you watching. Thanks.